Hi everyone, it's Vicky here from createafashionbrand.com and fashionserviceshongkong.com. I'm really sorry that I haven't managed to get back to videos since Christmas. I know it's been that long. But I basically had this weird, unexpected book tour situation. But anyway, I am back. I'm back on the videos. Things have calmed down. I can get back to doing what I love. Um, I should also say I've had loads and loads of emails the last sort of couple of weeks. Every year about this time, we do a boot camp for starting a fashion brand. And I've decided this year we're going to do it a little bit later on, so kind of June, July time, mainly from feedback we were getting from students and people who wanted to sign up. It just seemed to be a bit too early in the year for a lot of people. So we're going to push it a little bit further on. It means you've got loads and loads of notice. We haven't opened the dates up yet. I should have them by next week. So I will let you know. Okay, so you've got plenty of time between now and whenever it's going to be in the summer to make some plans, get some research done, do whatever you need to do. Okay, so I will update you more on that next week. But let's get back to questions, which is why you're watching. So this week I got a question from Melanie in Australia. Oh, and by the way, I've got loads and loads of questions from people. I will get through them as quickly as I possibly can. But Melanie asks about social media. Now, Melanie is a solopreneur, and her question is, I'm a solopreneur, I haven't got a lot of time to spend on marketing campaigns and promoting my brand. Do I need social media on every platform for my fashion brand? Okay, Melanie and everybody else, I should explain what a solopreneur is. So a solopreneur is somebody who is starting a business of any kind, doesn't have to be fashion, could be anything, but they're doing it on their own. So they don't have a team around them, they don't have people to help them out, they don't have investors and people kind of coming in and doing lots of work for them. So if you're like Melanie, you're doing this on your own, you've started this fashion brand on your own, and you probably don't have a lot of time. You're going to have to prioritize everything that you do and what you spend your time on, because you need it to work. You need it to, biggest bang for your buck, as the saying goes. So my advice to you would be this: you don't need a campaign on every single social media platform. Social media changes. What's popular this week is not popular next week, and so on and so on. We've had that thing recently with Snapchat where they've put in updates, people don't really like them, and lots of people are not using it anymore. And there's been tweets from celebrities and various other things that have kind of helped that situation. But you don't know what's going to happen at any point with any of your platforms. So the first thing I would say to you is, whatever you put on social media, have a copy of that somewhere, either saved or on your own website, because you need to own that property. If you've put loads of stuff on let's say Instagram, and Instagram goes down tomorrow, you need a way of being able to grab all that stuff and all the data behind it. Don't forget, you need to be tracking your data, all of that stuff, and you need to be able to republish it somewhere else. So do make sure you've got a copy either online or somewhere saved. So the next part is that what social media do you pick? That's going to be really tricky, and until you kind of try a few out, you're never really going to know. For example, my social media on Facebook and Twitter, things like that, doesn't work for me. I've got hardly anyone on there. And that's mainly because people sign up right at the beginning, and then as they get more popular and their businesses grow, they tend to come off Facebook, and they just follow along via my newsletter or watch videos like YouTube. So YouTube is my most popular social media platform, actually. And it's because I offer a service and I offer people help on how to build their business. And when people become successful, they don't really want to tell anybody that they're getting advice from somewhere else. So they like to look at things and read things and watch things privately without anyone else knowing. That's fine. I have no issue with that. For people who are selling products, my go-to would be Instagram, and Facebook still to a certain extent. It does have a lot of features on it which are quite good for building community. The very fact that people can talk, you've got groups on there, you can run competitions and polls and various other things. It has more of a kind of community feel to it. So does Instagram actually, and because you're doing a very visual product, people who sell fashion are selling an image. They're selling things that are very, very visual and aesthetic. You need more platforms that are more visual, I think. Twitter for me, I mean, it could work. It would depend on your customers and what they want. But I would always think that Twitter is more like a help, like a question and answer thing, or a help line kind of thing online. I wouldn't have thought it would be the most engaging for people who you're trying to encourage to come and shop with you. Um, so for me, I would go visual first, Instagram, possibly YouTube if you've got videos that you need to upload, but anything more visual. Now, my last point, and it's something that's really, really important. You're never going to really know until you try a few different things. But what you need to do is give each platform enough time to really adapt and grow and give you some feedback, some data. And you're going to have to look at the data, okay? A lot of people put things on, they go, how many likes I get, how many comments did I get, etc. Nobody really ever looks at the data. And the data will tell you when is the most popular time to post, for which countries around the world, how many people are actually looking at it versus how many people have liked it. You know, if you've got 1 million people who have looked at it, but only 5 people have liked your post or shared your post, it's not a great response rate. If you've got 10 people who have looked at your post and 5 people have liked or shared it, then that's pretty good. That's 50%. That's pretty awesome. You need to look at the data behind all of your posts and really analyze them to work out which ones are going to work for you. Okay, so my first point would be analyze your customers. Have a look at what they want, where they are. 2 would be to go visual first because you are selling a visual product, and give your platforms enough time to grow and develop. You must do it regularly. You must. She says, having not done a video since Christmas. I know the irony, I know. And 3, look at your data. If you want to build your platform, you've got to look at the data behind everything. So you know when to post, how to post, what to post, who's engaging with you, etc., etc., and then make decisions. Okay, so if you want to ask me a question like Melanie, you can either get on my newsletter and send me an email directly. I do read all of them and I will get back to you personally, or you can just leave me a comment and I will see you next week for another answer to another question.